Facebook fans and family. This is Lasenta Lewis-Ellis with LLE Construction Group, and I want to thank you, first of all, for taking the time to come on Facebook Live with me today and hear all about federal government contracting, how to build capacity in the federal government space. I'm here also to share with you about my upcoming training on federal government contracting, and it's called Business Contract Professional. It's a master class that'll last for about 4 weeks. We'll have a 5th week because we're doing some orientation and making sure we connect you with the right contracting officers and different entities that you are able to build the capacity of your business. So I want to tell you a little bit about me. I'm Lasenta Lewis-Ellis. I am President and CEO of LLE Construction Group. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. I started my business 8 years ago, and we focus on general construction and contracting, project and construction management, and facility support services, which is facility maintenance and management. Our target audience has always been schools, K through 12 charter schools and colleges and universities. As I look to build capacity and expand my business, we're now venturing into the federal government marketplace. This year, I decided to start a new division of my company called LLE Construction Group because I had a lot of business owners coming to me inquiring about an opportunity to learn more about growing their business and building capacity in their space, whether it's with the local, with city, county, state, or federal government marketplace, or even with private entities like corporations and supplier diversity entities. So I decided to start LLE Consulting because I wanted to build a platform where I could start helping small business owners grow their business, start helping them really know who to market to and how to market to these other agencies. And so I also noticed that there was a need. There's a need for business development for our small business owners. And so that's why I'm here today. And I'm super excited to be able to share all that I've learned over the years. 24 years this year I've been in business, just in the space of whether it's facility maintenance or design and engineering or construction. So I have years and years of experience of being in that industry, and I want to start sharing that with our community and what I've learned and what's helped me grow to that $1 million mark in my business and beyond. And in this class, I want to talk to subcontractors. You know, I work with subcontractors. Right now I have over 36 subcontractors on our books that we work with on an annual basis. And there are things that I've noticed over the years where I can help subcontractors grow their business, where I've noticed that, you know, we need to strengthen the back office piece of the business, and we need to strengthen the communication piece of our business so that we can do better. And so this class is what I call my master class, my master series that will allow me to share all that I know in construction and contracting. I do want to share the content for this class. So back in January 2019, I went to Atlanta, Georgia, and I went through this class myself through WEOP. And WEOP is Women Entrepreneur Opportunity Project. They are two amazing women, Mary and Antoinette Ball, who are very passionate about helping women grow their businesses. I became a WEOP member. I go to Atlanta, I attend events, and I also participate in their trainings because it has really helped set the bar and take me and my business to the next level. And when I went through their training, I was like, oh my God, I have got to bring this back to Columbia. Like, I was so excited for the opportunity to bring this training back here and share with our local contractors, not only in Columbia, but throughout South Carolina and outside of South Carolina. And so once I completed the class in April, that excitement made me go through the facilitator training. Because I'm like, okay, now that I know the goods and I'm using it, how can I go out and teach it to others? So I went through the training, and now in October, drum roll, in October, I will start my very first class, Business Contract Master Class. Business Contract Professional Masterclass. And okay, so I want to share with you some of the content that we're going to be discussing. So first of all, I'm going to introduce you to being a woman-owned business, or being a small women or minority-owned business, which is a SWIMBY. I'm going to introduce to you what that looks like in the marketplace when it comes to contracting. We're going to go over some legislation supporting what we do. We're going to look at annual spending. How much money are these government agencies spending on contracting? If they're spending $1.3 trillion a year, we should get a piece of the pie. And I want to show you, how do you get a piece of a $1.3 trillion pie? It used to be $500 billion a year annual that the federal government spent, but the last reporting was $1.3 trillion. If you're not getting a piece of that pie, then you need to be in my master class. And so, other things that we're going to cover, NACCE's code. Do you know your NACCE's code? What is a NACCE's code? Do you know what your PSC code is? What is a PSC code? How does the federal government or government agencies use that in order to help you get contracting? Well, we're going to go over that as well. We're going to do an overview of SBA, which is the Small Business Administration, and the role that they play in the process. We're going to go over the different programmings that they offer, from being a HubZone certified organization to being a WSB, which is a small, a women-owned small business, even to the SBA 8A, which is 8 in the A for Apple, Business Development Program. We're going to share a lot about that program, and we're going to walk through how to get certified. And once you're certified, how do I leverage my certification? So we have certifications all over Columbia and South Carolina, right? How do we leverage it? It's great to have, oh yeah, I'm a DBE, and I'm a SLBE, and I'm a SLE, and I'm a WOSB. What does it mean to have all those wonderful initials behind your business name if you don't have a contract? So we're going to go over how to get contracts, and not in the local space with the city, the county, the state, but also with the federal government. Mind you, the federal government contracting can be extremely lucrative. So how do we not only get contracts, but listen folks, we got to know how to manage our business, and we got to know how to manage a contract. So this master class will give you tools and strategies to effectively manage your business. So when you do get a contract, you are positioned and you're capable of performing the contract. That's the issue that we see a lot in our industry, is that we'll get these contracts and we can't perform them. And we're going to go over the importance of teaming and partnerships and working together and subcontracting. That is so very important when you're trying to build your business. If you are solo dolo, one person show, which I've done for years, I realized I had to leverage the talent of other organizations and partner with them in order to grow my business. So I want to introduce to you, and if you already know, take it to the next level of what it looks like to partner with a company, which is like a marriage. So you got to be very, strategic and very specific about who you want to do business with. And so we'll cover some of those things as well. We're going to talk about getting registered in SAM. One of the requirements of coming into the program, into the master class, is you have to have your SAM, you have already be registered in SAM. So if you don't know, what to do or how to do, that's one of the questions you can ask me. And the SBA, I love Angela Brewer, I love Carl and Michael and Frank. They're amazing over at the SBA. Our local office, our SBDC office is amazing. Scott Bellows is the PTAC, which is the Procurement Technical Officer for the state of South Carolina. You got Cheryl Sally, you have Ellen Brown. They do an awesome job of helping you, preparing you to position your company so that you can go to the next step. This class is very, very technical. We're gonna walk, we're gonna do hands-on. You're gonna bring your laptop. If you don't have it, you let me know. We'll make sure we have a computer in place. But we're gonna do some hands-on training in this class and really show you where is the money and how do I get to that money so that I can build and leverage my business. Also, we're going to go over making sure you have your DUNS number. All of that need to be in place before we do the class. We're going to talk about the FAR. What is the FAR? It's Federal Acquisition Regulations. You have to know the FAR when you're bidding on federal government contracts, because the FAR kind of gives it, not kind of, but it gives you a guideline on how to do contracting with the federal government. You don't read that FAR and you get a contract and you say, oh, I didn't know that. Well, it is your responsibility to know what it means. So we'll cover that in the contract. We're going to go over different online databases like your USAspending.gov, your FPDS. See, government love these initials, right? They love SBA and FPDS and USA. And you're like, what the world does that mean? So that is a language that you need to know how to speak if you're going to go into contracting in this arena. So those are some of the terminologies I'm going to introduce to you, some of the online databases that I'm going to introduce. And we're going to look at the Fed Bid Ops. We're going to look at the acquisition.gov. We're going to go through the gateway. We're going to look at forecasting. You know, how do I, if I see an agency, say you want to do business with HUD and you want to renovate houses, right? Well, how do I know what's coming down the pipeline? How will I know what projects will be available in the next fiscal year? Well, we're going to look at forecasting. So these are some of the technical things that we're going to do in the class. We're going to look at supplier diversity programs with more of the corporate companies and what are they offering for small women and minority businesses. We're going to look at that. We're going to take a really deep dive, because I love a deep dive, because we need to learn your business and we need to know who's doing business like you and how have they grown their business and how can you take what they've done to grow your business. And I just don't want to give away all my goods, so I'm going to stop right there. We're going to implement one other thing in the class on capability statements. We're going to go over what that looks like, put together a contract work plan where you can put everything that you need in place throughout the class. So at the end of the class, we can do a capability statement for you. I'm going to wrap it up in just a minute. So this class, again, I'm so excited. This is my first real class. The Business Contract Professional Masterclass. You can register at www.we as in Edward, O-G as in girl.org. So that's WEOG, W-E-O-R-G, WEOG.org. You can register on there. The class will start on October the 1st. Even though the flyer says the 8th, October the 1st is going to be our orientation and our meet and greet where we get together. Unfortunately, but fortunately, I'm going to be selective about the companies that come into the program because I want to make sure that you're ready, because we're building a pipeline for SBA 8A contractors. So that means we need to look at where you are right now in your business and look at how can we get you to the next level. And that's what I'm going to provide prior to this class. And then in the class, we're going to give you the tools you need to position you to go into the SBA 8A program. One other thing, some people ask, well, what is my target audience? What businesses are we looking for? So business owners, of course. And you don't all have to be minorities or women. It's for business owners who are looking to go into federal government space or who are able to get even into the SBA 8A program. Entrepreneurs, independent contractors, freelancers, consultants, solopreneurs. Those are the companies that we're looking for that can come into this program and we can help get you to the next level. If you have any questions, we're going to have the Facebook Live still up and going where you can send any questions you have. I'll go back and answer them. Also, I'll be posting more about, we're going to have some free, F-R-E-E, free workshops that's going to prepare you to think about or at least see all the nuggets you're going to get from the class. So we're going to host at least 2 free workshops in September. So be on the lookout for those, and I'll share with you. We're going to have 2 intensive workshops where you'll be hands-on, but it's not going to give you all the goods because you need to go through the class. But thank you so much for all of you who have joined me today on my first Facebook Live to share my passion for helping small business owners. my passion for contracting and building capacity, and just my passion for sharing and helping you grow your business. So I just want to say thank you and have a great and blessed day.